While touring the Gorilla House, please refrain from making rude gestures to any of our primate specimens. Thank you.
Hey.
What's up, boss? Well, I'll be damned. You actually did it. NukaWorld is ours. All of it.
I was just doing what I do best.
Hey, if I didn't think you had it in you, I wouldn't have put my neck on the line. But still, you've just got to understand, we ain't ever been on ground this solid before. Now that we're here, let's keep this party going. I'm thinking it's time we set our sights on the Commonwealth.
Aiming pretty high, aren't you, Gage? Why stop there? Why not take over the moon while we're at it?
Nah, the little green men can keep that one. Taking back NukaWorld is a big friggin' deal, no question. But it can't be the end of things. Needs to be a beginning. These bunch of savages need a goal, something to focus on. If they ain't got it, they'll wind up turning on each other. In an operation this big, we're gonna need more of, well, everything. Nobody's gonna hand it to us. We need to take it. Commonwealth has a ton of shitty little settlements that could be put to better use. Don't you think?
Sounds like you've had this plan from the beginning.
The idea's crossed my mind, sure. But I'm just making suggestions here. You're the one that needs to give the go-ahead. We don't gotta rush into this headlong. We take it slow. Be smart about it. If we're aiming to grab a piece of the Commonwealth, it's going to take the right contacts and a lot of muscle. right? I say we go have ourselves a chat with Shank. He's the point man for everything entering and leaving NukaWorld. He floated this idea before. Been itching to talk to you ever since you took over.
What's he gonna do? Show me how to milk a Brahmin?
Maybe, if you ask him nicely. Just head over and talk to the guy. He'll back up what I'm saying about the Commonwealth. And while you're doing that, I've already got the gangs working on getting NukaWorld's power plant up and running. It's about time we shed some real light around here and let people know we mean serious business. Oh, and if you need my advice and you want me to keep tagging along, you got it.
Hey,
Need something from me?
Killing beats stealing any day. Nothing beats that rush.
Due to high demand, we've added a second performance of Queen Quantum's Coronation. Please check your park brochure for details.
If I'm going to get shot, I'd prefer it's up close. We stick around here, we ain't gonna see it coming.
Visit Moon Base Cygnus Prime and observe life among the stars. Exhibit brought to you by Baltic. Earth needs your help, Cadet. Blast off to adventure at Nuka Galaxy.
America's favorite vacation destination. I'm Cappy, and we're here to make sure you have fun fun during your time at the park.
NukaWorld is proud to announce the grand reopening of our...
Well, look who it is. Liking what you've done with the place, boss. Gang certainly seem pleased with their new little kingdoms. Haven't seen people this revved up since last time someone spiked the water fountains. Never formally introduced myself. Name's Shank. And if you're standing here, well, I suppose Gage figured you might be the one to finally get things back on track. How long did it take him to convince you it was time to move on the Commonwealth?
Hey now, no convincing, just a friendly conversation between like-minded individuals.
It sounded like a good idea.
Because it is. Giving the gang spots to call their own around the park, it bought you some goodwill. But providing them with their own domains, carved from the settlements of the Commonwealth, well, I can't think of a better way to solidify your place around here. Plus, make us all a pretty penny along the way. If that interests you, well, all you've got to do is say the word, and we can let the fun begin.
Okay, let's get started.
Music to my ears.
Shank ain't kidding. This is gonna be all kinds of fun.
So getting us set up in the Commonwealth's gonna require 3 things. Territory, provisions, and loyalty. First things first, territory. We're gonna need to claim a settlement for our gang to work from, an outpost. And there are 2 ways to claim new territory. You can head in yourself and convince the locals to leave, or I can get a crew together and you all can put them in the dirt. How you do it is up to you. So, first big decision. You want to talk them off their land, or you want to wipe them out?
I think you know what I'd rather do, boss.
Let me talk to them. I'll convince them to leave.
Works for me. Once you've planted your flag in the place, I'll send a crew in to set up shop. Now, next up, you'll have to pick who you want to hold your outpost once it's established. Of course, every outpost you claim for a gang is going to be something the other gangs don't have. And none of them like the thought of their rivals getting a leg up on them. Worth thinking over as you dole out more territory. So, which gang should I have join you once you've staked your claim?
The operators.
Got it. I'm sure they'll appreciate you thinking of them.
I bet you they can manage to keep looking bored through the whole thing.
That just leaves the target. Now, for a new outpost, you'll usually want to target a spot with plenty of populated settlements nearby that might be able to feed our people later on. Taffington Boathouse, Croup Manor, Greentop Nursery, the Slog all had a good number of farms within striking distance last I checked. Though I'll need to go through my notes again. Make sure they're all still good to target. We're not always going to be able to run every job against every settlement. So, you ready to pick the spot for NukaWorld's first new homestead?
I'm ready.
Good. So, what's the target? Yup, that place'll do. So, to get these folks to scram, you got two main options. Buy them out, or scare them off. Either way, the more afraid they are, the simpler or cheaper getting them gone will be. Lizzie Wyeth over with the operators should have some toys that'll make running them off easier. And it's worth keeping in mind, the more populated or fortified a place is, the more prep you're gonna want to do before trying to run them off. Happy hunting, boss.
Life is short, boss. You better get your partying now.
Hacking disciples. Bunch of amateurs playing dress-up.
Ought to be handing NukaWorld over to the operators, boss. Place could use some folks with style.
Mags and William are strict as far as bosses go. But if you can
Hey,
do your
Mags.
job,
You here to
they'll take
work?
care of you.
I've got something I think you might be able to handle.
Go on.
The Pack continue to be a thorn in our side. We've turned up information on one of their dealers. I'd like this person put out of business. You'd be the one taking care of them.
Time to dish out a little Commonwealth justice. Well, maybe not justice. More like, no, screw it. It'll be fun, is the point.
Sounds fun.
Excellent. Best of luck.
Hey, William.
Any operator gets caught breaking the fuse, I'll punish them myself, boss. Yeah, it's all right. Come on.
Was a bet gonna see who could down a mutie from the longest distance. William made a whole mess of caps that week.
Hey, Lizzie.
Over, boss. A pleasure. Shank said you might need some tools to ease relations with the people here. Only thing we ask in return is that you remember the operators when you're handing out new territory on the other side of the mountains.
Don't worry. Your gang will be taken care of.
Wonderful. So, first up, something to manipulate a target. It's a homemade distillation brewed to mimic human flight pheromones. Toss one of these grenades at the feet of your target, and convincing the wary settler suddenly becomes a much simpler affair. Now, to function effectively, I had to make the formula precise. So it's not going to work on people in any of the big towns like Bunker Hill or Diamond City, nor on Care Bears. But for your purposes, hitting settlements out in the Commonwealth, it ought to give you a serious edge.
Stink bombs. Lovely.
Just give them a try first, Overboss. I think you'll enjoy the results. Here. Only had enough to make the one locally, but you can take the recipe as well, should you find yourself wanting more. So, the other trick up our sleeve is a little more broad spectrum than the grenades. Gulp down a couple lungfuls, and anyone you speak to will be far more apt to give you what you want. Plus, I've winnowed down the addiction risk to near zero, so no need to fear repeat usage. Here. Ingredients for that one have been tricky to find, but between that and the grenade, you should have no problem getting at least one settlement under your control before you have to brew up your own. And just remember us when you're crushing those poor settlers underfoot,
Sorry, boss. Got a job coming up. Just thinking through the steps.
Yeah. You got something for me, boss?
Have any gear I can buy off you?
Sure, boss. Take a look.
I'll never grasp the allure of the other gangs. Nothing but targets with fur and trash piles with attitude.
How you doing?
Hope the
Lizzie asked
task
you to
isn't
volunteer
giving
for
you
one
too
of her
much
tests.
trouble, Overboss. You're still willing to take care of it?
I got you covered. Sit tight.
I guess you ought to get going then.
You know, I'm not convinced pack members aren't just ferals someone threw in stupid outfit.
Man, I've been getting the shakes bad.
You
Haven't
ain't gonna
slept
pack
in
'em, right?
days.
You been hitting the jet pretty hard. Get some of that new cone stuff.
You ain't nothing but prey. Watch your neck.
You like your face the way it is?
Then get out of mine.
Ain't too smart to come around.
Piss me in our water.
Excuse me.
Boss, let's chat. A little bird told me you're looking for some tools to help claim us some new outposts. And ain't it just your lucky day? Wait till you see what I got. Found some toys a couple operators left on their corpses in a back alley. Not sure how they got themselves dead like that. No shame. I took them apart and made a little something different out of the parts. It was just gonna be a toy for my pets, but it's more useful than that. Beasts find these things. But, you... Oh, and here, don't look so...
It's impressive, Mason.
Ha, ain't it though? And when you're putting that to good use claiming new haunts, don't you?
What's happening?
Hey, if it ain't the boss man himself. Don't suppose you got some time to help me out with a little...
Uh-huh. Oh, yeah.
There's a dog who needs leashing. I want you to collar her. Sneak up on her or beat her into submission. Either way, should be able to slap it on her without much fuss.
Free and in charge today. Tomorrow, somebody's slave. Ain't life something?
kind of work.
Yeah, I thought you might like that.
Smells like dead meat. Looking out where you don't belong is a good way to start. So the pup thinks he can run with the big dogs.
Let those settlers know it's time to pack this bag.
Hi there!
Over, boss? Making trouble? Good.
Wouldn't hurt to tip the scales a little in our favor, you know? Come on, you know our side.
Hey there.
Leaving us hanging? It ain't exactly encouraging. Sure, we carry guns, but knives are where it's at. It's not fun unless you're up close and personal.
I could really go for killing someone right about now.
Hey, boss. Was wondering when you were gonna come see me. Heard you're collecting toys to help you mark us out some new stomping grounds. Well, ours is, without a doubt, the finest little piece of hardware you've ever laid your eyes on. Sure, she may be based off some shitty operator tech, but a little Dixie love and some fine tweaking go a long way. Let's just say, them fever blossoms ain't no joke. Mixing with just the right ingredients makes people madder than the hornet's nest. Perfect for convincing any meddlesome mama proud. Only wish I could watch the show myself.
I'm not sure what's worse, wearing a tie or wearing a teddy bear.
You're not doing yourself any favors by keeping us on the sidelines.
I bet Gage is happy he has a new ass to kiss. Not sure how he put up with Coulter all that time.
Nisha.
Hey, I got something for you.
I'm here to help.
All right. I was just thinking how very boring and dull the operators' lives must be, and thought we could spice it up a bit for them. They think they've got themselves some powerful ally. Why don't you show them exactly how wrong they are?
Sounds like it's time to put bullets in faces.
Think I'm gonna enjoy that.
Thought you'd like that.
Boss, will we be reaping any rewards from your new reign?
I don't see it. Whoa!
Someone there? What? Who's there? Brother! No! Where? What's that?
Sweet.
Come on, you and me. Sure was fun. Huh, boss?
Careful. I'm not looking to become part of the scenery in here, you get me?
Perfect.
Finders keepers, am I right?
Got it.
What you got left in you?
boys.
Where are they? See them? Hey, can I have your ear for a second?
Of course. What's up?
I just wanted to say that this, the two of us working together like this, well, it's been a damn good time. I left NukaWorld with you, hoping you'd be the overboss the gangs needed. Seems like I didn't need to worry in the least. No question you know how to take care of yourself, which is more than I can say for most. But damn, if you don't have fun doing it, and more than that, I know you got my back. I can trust you. I can't say that about anybody else.
You're damn right. I've got your back.
I know you do, boss. And that means something coming from you. Really does. I made some bad calls when I was younger. I ain't saying I regret the choices I made, just that early on, I was a little starry-eyed. First gang took me in when I was 16. Decent-sized group, fair amount of muscle, only they weren't using it as best they could. Me being new and young, I didn't know enough to keep my mouth shut.
Oh, I could just picture it now.
Excuse me, Mr. Raider Boss, but I have an idea.
Yeah, that's probably about how it sounded. Eventually, the boss approaches me. Connor, his name was. I don't remember what stupid-ass name he used back then. The Harvester or something. It was never as intimidating as he thought it was. Laughable, almost. Anyway, at first I think he's pissed, like I'm undermining his authority. But he actually listens to me. He takes my advice.